So today we will be talking about the best travel apps. So you might be wondering, why use a travel app? Well, traveling is a fun experience, seeing new places and experiencing new things. But with venturing into the unknown, there, by definition, things will be unknown. So we want to make the process smooth. So knowing what apps to streamline this process when traveling can make the whole experience smoother and less stressful. So, some benefits include helping you find ATMs to convert to the local currency, find which restaurants are nearby as you do need to eat, and they help you keep your itinerary organized so you have smooth sailing throughout your trip, or perhaps find some good deals before your trip even begins. One thing we've included in this list are travel aggregators. Now, these are sites and apps that help you find flights, hotels, and car rentals, and perhaps even cruise trips if you're going on a big boat. So this compares a variety of options from a wide range of providers so you can find the best deal. So some examples of travel aggregators are Expedia, Orbitz, and Hotels.com. Now, they have their specialties from flights to hotels to rental cars. And, well, travel aggregators, well, as the name implies, aggregate all this information so they're all in nice one spot so you can find all possible flights, hotels, rental cars, and so forth, and compare prices to help you find the best fit for you, price and date-wise. So some examples of these travel apps include Google Travel, which isn't an app by itself, but rather an umbrella name for a list of services Google provides, such as Google Flights. Now, Google Flights doesn't have an app by itself, but it does have a website which allows you to research potential flights and flight options. Now, it also doesn't allow you to buy tickets directly, which is why we consider it a planning app as opposed to a booking app. It's still very handy, as in a glance, you can get a quick estimate of what a flight might cost or how long it will take to get to your intended destination. Now, Google Travel has other tools for researching destinations, such as recommended things to do and hotel reviews. Another app you might want to use is something called Hopper. Now, Hopper has a mobile-only app which tracks flight prices and gives you clear advice on the best time to buy, including notifications for when the price drops. Now, what makes this app valuable is that it's very detailed. It doesn't just tell you to wait to buy your ticket, but gives you a date when the price is likely to rise, so you can book early. And speaking of, you can book through Hopper as well, and with a slight commission fee, but it's pretty convenient. It also allows you to freeze the prices of the hotels for a fee too, so no unexpected raises. Another app you might find helpful is an app called Road Trippers, which, as the name implies, helps you find interesting places to stop during your road trip. This app and its associated website allows you to explore a map of North America, although with Mexico it's a bit more limited. It helps point out some unusual roadside attractions, museums, amusement parks, campsites, restaurants, and more. And when you find a site you like, all you have to do is add it to your trip, and Road Trippers will draw your route accordingly. Road Trippers Plus is an account for $30 a year that also allows you to download maps offline and add unlimited stops along your route. The free version does allow you to get 5 stops with the app. Now, Road Trippers was made for you to have the least boring road trip possible. Although the trip might take a bit longer than usual, it will take you sightseeing as well as to your destination. Now, of course, you also need a place to stay. So that's where Airbnb comes in, where it allows you to rent an apartment or a home for a short period of time so you have a nice place to relax during your trip. If you want, you can even negotiate directly with the homeowner to get a better price. The site also offers other kinds of bookings for travelers, such as tours, classes, and even workshops. Whether you use Airbnb to find a place to sleep or for an inspiration about what to do on your next trip, you're guaranteed to see big, beautiful photographs of it all. Airbnb is also great for planning a group trip, as well as the app takes in people for consideration of homes and trips. Another app you want to keep in mind is Booking.com, which, also as the name implies, is a site for booking accommodations, along with flights, car rentals, or taxis, tours, and attractions. It's most well known for helping you find hotel rooms at a great price around the world that fits all your needs. And Booking is universally known as to be the all-in-one booking site, as you can find pretty much anything, from stays to attractions to airport taxis. Now, Booking.com is part of the Booking Holdings Group, or Booking Holdings Incorporated, which also owns Kayak, Priceline, Agonda.com, rentalcars.com, and OpenTable.com. So you may notice some similarities among these services, as they all use the same engine and perhaps even recommend each other's services on their own. Well, Booking.com lumps all these services together in one, but they all have unique deals. So it's a pretty handy service overall. Another thing you might want to keep in mind is Culture Trip, which is an app and site for reading about travel destinations, but it has expanded now to primarily offer package tours. Search your country or region you want to explore, and Culture Trip dishes up a multi-day trips to your destination of choice. Say an 8-day trekking adventure through Patagonia. You book these trips, these package tours, directly through the Apple website. Culture Trip also has plenty of recommendations and magazine-like articles too, so that might also catch your eye. Now, another big one is Expedia. It's an all-in-one travel aggregator search and purchase site, also sometimes called the fare aggregator site. In other words, you can search for flights, accommodations, and car rentals across many providers to get the best options. You purchase or reserve your travel details right from Expedia, not the airline, hotel, or other provider. Expedia is part of the Expedia Group, which, among other things, owns Hotwire.com, Orbitz, Travelocity, Trivago, and other travel aggregators. You may also notice, like Booking.com, there are a few similarities among these services too. Now, as the name suggests, Hotels.com is a search and booking site for accommodations, though it isn't just for hotel rooms. The site also has vacation homes, bed and breakfasts, hotels, and apartments you can explore and book. So once again, you have a nice place to stay during your trip. It is also part of the Expedia Group and shares similarities with the aforementioned sister brands Hotwire.com, Orbitz, and others. Now, do note that if you're traveling internationally, the mobile app is a bit fickle, as you may end up with a Hotel.com version for the country you're in, as opposed to the US version, as it might price things in the local currency or may not even be in English. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 4 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays. Thank you so much, and please let us know if you have any questions.